So everyone's heard of dry January. That's when some decide to use the new year to take a break from alcohol. And while that can be beneficial, alcoholism is a very real and often dark disease. As WBT's Kate Merrill shows us, a trio of women are using this time to share their stories of recovery and how it's helping them to reinvent themselves through podcasting and writing.
So I started my own business, Sober Powered Media.
Jillian Teets was a self-described alcoholic.
It was my best friend and the only thing I cared about.
3 years ago, the 29-year-old says her drinking was out of control and her thoughts turned very dark.
It really ruined my self-worth and my self-esteem. And eventually that led me to feel suicidal. And that was why I stopped, because those thoughts were getting really scary for me.
Jillian eventually reached her breaking point during the pandemic with her husband by her side.
So I remember we were up the whole night and I looked over at him and I was like, I can never drink ever again. And I just knew like that was it.
Jillian then turned her time and energy into starting a podcast about sobriety, which has been a huge success.
I kept posting and uploading new episodes every week, and eventually a lot of people discovered it.
Research from the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism shows misuse is on the rise among women, and women tend to be affected more by alcohol than men, leading to more hangovers, blackouts, and damage to major organs like the liver, heart, and brain. And Jillian's not the only one. Friends Kimberly Kearns and Catherine O'Brien launched the Weekend Sober podcast back in 2021. Both began drinking in their teenage years and continued through adulthood, marriage, and parenthood.
Oh, my friends are doing it. I'm at a play date with all these other neighborhood moms, and we're cracking open the wine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I'll have a glass. Why not? This is fun.
Kimberly says her life as a wife and mother of 3 suffered.
Most nights, I didn't remember putting them to bed.
Catherine says her drinking peaked following the death of her father and recalls a painful memory of getting sick.
I was extremely upset. I was grieving for my father. My daughter, I thought I cleaned everything up. She asked me if I threw up in her bathroom, and I lost it.
The pair have tossed the bottles aside with a renewed focus on self-care.
And thank God we had each other.
Kimberly has written her own memoir, On the Edge of Shattered.
I feel, and there's only one way to describe it, but I feel so free.
Catherine is now a mindset coach.
We're on the other side.
We're on the other side.
And
we
it's
are
such a better side.
Yep.
3 women no longer handcuffed by alcohol with a clear vision and drive for the future.
I thought that my life was bad and the couple hours when I was drinking was the good part, but what I didn't realize was it was the other way around.
The name of Catherine's mindset coaching is called Shift Into You, if you want to check it out. Kimberly's memoir is now available for sale, and Jillian has expanded her podcast into a podcast network called Sober Powered Media. So lots of success all around. Kate Merrill, WBZ News.